Okay, very good. Now, unfortunately, we've come to the end of the video. We're going to work on the very last figure, but it certainly isn't the least important, because it's going to introduce to you a new idea that we're going to be further developing in the next series, okay? It's very similar to the figure that we did before, because remember that I said that the two figures that were coming had a very much a similar beginning? Well, you're going to see how that works here. But there's the second part that's different. Basically here we're going to start the same way, leading the woman 1, 2, I'm going to pivot her in a front ocho, lead her forward, and here in the parada, now I'm going to do a very quick little change of feet, which basically is parada, back side stomp, and a back sacada coming through. She's then going to do a half of a hiro, a half turn, which is forward, side, back. And I'm going to stop her foot. She's then going to come through with the same adornment that we worked on before, and she's going to close. So from here, let's look at that one more time. We have 1, 2, and 3. I stop her. Sandwich, 1, 2, 3. This step is very crucial here, where I place my hip in front of hers. Here I simply relax the leg back, and I'm going to lead her with the right arm stepping forward. I'm going to send her side, and I'm going to send her back and pivot her. As she comes through, the same adornment that we worked on before, and we're going to come this way. Now I'd like to show it to you from this side so you see exactly how the sacada is going to enter. Let's see from here. 1, 2, and 3. Stop, and 1, 2, 3. The hip, you see, is lined up here. And all I have to do is simply slide the leg through with the heel up, and now place the heel down. I'm going to lead her with this right hand doing this kind of movement. 1, 2, 3. So from here, 1, 2, 3. I accompany with the body, stop with the foot, bring her through, and then we're going to exit this way. Okay? So it's very important that we understand the lead, at least in the beginning of the hiro, is after we give the sacada to lead the woman 1, 2, 3. See? So 1, 2, 3. That's very important that we indicate that movement for the woman. Okay? Okay, so we've just finished discussing the man's part in this particular step. Now we're going to look at exactly what it is that the lady has to do in this step, which, as we mentioned before, it's going to introduce a new idea to you, which is the idea of doing giros or molenetes or turns in tango al revés. And if you think they're hard to do in regular tango, you'll see what they're like doing in reverse. But they're not impossible. Later we'll be teaching you a few little exercises of how to do them very easily. Okay? So from here, basically the woman is going to start out the way we began in all of the figures, by stepping back, side. Here she's going to do the same front ocho that she did before. The same idea here. Once again, even though I'm not going to drag the woman's foot, her weight does need to be forward here, because since the man is later going to come around for the sacada, we need to have her weight backwards. As she feels the sacada, she's going to step around forward, side, and back. You see that it comes around the man here. She's going to feel his foot coming around here. She pivots through, comes through the knee, and once again the same adornment that we worked on before. She has her tap before she closes with the tango close. Okay, so now we're going to see it one more time. So from here, once again, the woman repeats the same front ocho. She has all of her weight very well forward to receive the sacada. The man comes through, and she's going to step in very angular, forward, side, and back. She's going to pivot on that right foot, step back with the left. She has her hiro here, comes down the foot, and 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so we've just finished explaining all of the details for the man and for the lady in the very last step in this particular video. And we're now going to show it to you in slow motion, in cámara lenta first, and then we're going to show it to you later in the actual timing that you're going to be using in the dance. Of course, later you can change the timing according to what you feel with the music, according to what kind of music it is. But in this particular case, there is a little bit of a change of dynamic for the man here, the little game that he does with his feet, and you're going to see where we put that accent when we do it in the real timing. Okay? So why don't we start from here? And we have slow motion, now real time. I stop, and bum bum bum. She comes around in her half turn, and we finish the step.